If she goes, well, I feel this way about that, and she expects you to take how she feels and apply it to some action that you're supposed to implement, that's going to be difficult. So one of the things you can say would be helpful to me if you would just come right out and tell me what you need instead of putting me in a situation where I have to guess how you feel or guess what I'm supposed to do based on how you feel or read your mind about what you need. Just point blank, come right out and tell me what you need. You said that sometimes she feels like it's just a lot of work to explain. As a general rule of thumb, you could say with the business of over-explaining and she gets tired of doing that, then here's your line again. It would be helpful to me if instead of giving me a lengthy explanation, if you could just give me like the summary or the main point. So you're not accusing her of doing anything wrong when you say it would be helpful to me. And you're asking her two things. One, just tell me what you need so I don't have to read my wife's emotions and figure it out. And also it would be helpful to me if you could summarize the main point or main points, and that would save you from a lengthy explanation, because I'm sure that a 10-minute conversation, this might be hard. This is hard for them to do because the female NT brain doesn't think like this. But it would be possible to take a 10-minute monologue and whittle it down to a 10-second main point. She's not going to like doing that because she thinks she's got a data dump on you. That's how they think. The more data, the better, because that's how they think. When they're trying to figure stuff out and they're listening to somebody else, they want as much data as you can pour it on, because that helps them with their processing and decision making and understanding of stuff. It doesn't work like that for the ASD man. Data dumping ends up in meltdowns and shutdowns, or just in false agreement. Yeah, honey, I hear what you're saying. Sure, yeah. I'll do it. Right. But then we get into trouble because you just agreed to get the conversation over with, and then you missed the good message, or you missed something that you were supposed to do. And so now we got to go face that issue at some point. Quick message to the NT wives out there. You're very intuitive. You can almost figure out what somebody's thinking just by virtue of their facial expression. And if you, for example, have a child and your child needs something, you can fill in the missing information and know exactly what that child needs. They don't even necessarily have to tell you verbatim what they need. You can figure it out at an unconscious level just like that. Your husband doesn't have these intuitive skills, and you have assumed that he was just as intuitive as you. And that assumption has caused you more grief than anything else. You're assuming that your autistic husband is as intuitive as you and can figure things out as quickly and organically and almost at an unconscious level as well as you do. That has been your number one source of grief. So, message is this: he doesn't have the intuition that you do. And do yourself a big favor and just stop assuming that he's going to someday get it.